They'll toss it out to Carson. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Let's go 47. 26.
On play action, Prescott. This is caught. A good pickup there, a 22.
Get out.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
47.
Prescott down. Forced out to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Butker now to kick this one away. Now Jones.
So spinning, man.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Hey, 47. Under. 26.
Prescott on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They run it with Carson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. They run for it with Carson. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
47.
Prescott now on second down. On the left side, Gallup's got it. The gain of 39 that time.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Complete to the right side, it's Eifert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent.
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on fourth. Flushed out right. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's brought down. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A fourth down gamble turns into a fourth down scramble. But all is well. First down. They'll try to run with Carson. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Raiders. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Funchess with a catch over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first down, it's gone. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Gone. Over the middle, complete. It's Wallace. And he gets it down to the 32. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
14.
To the air again. Gone. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devin Funchess, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Butker on for the PAT. Point after, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14. And
has deceived me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
26.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
We're going right there. We're going right there. 26.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second down, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
26. 26.
Now it's Carson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Hey, go down. 26. 26. 26.
They run again with Carson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then in the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
On third down, that's Carson. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first, this now. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there in the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Throwing here, Prescott. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Prescott to throw. Flush to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott. Escaping the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Clay Matthews in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Then we're going to 53. 26.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
26. 26. 26.
Here's Prescott. Going deep for Eifert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Kansas City, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.